As you all know, we are collected here to give our final farewell remarks to our dear Professor Lea Marangu. As I've been introduced, my name is Jefferson Mongolo. I'm the student government president, Africa Nazarene University. We had a farewell retirement chapel for our dear professor, and students did many things in her tribute. We gave our remarks there, but tonight I'm going to mention a few of those things, even as we celebrate our dear Vice Chancellor, who's looking pretty smart tonight. Earlier on, I had mentioned that we have been told to celebrate endings, for they precede new beginnings. As you go into your retirement, Professor, you have left a legacy at Africa Nazarene University. When I joined as a freshman, my mother used to tell me, "You're going to Africa Nazarene University?" "Yes." "Where you have a vice chancellor who's had so many accolades and who's done so many things as a first." And I was like, "Really? Okay, let me Google." Then I'm like, oh my God, our vice chancellor has so much to her name. You have actually been Kenya's first female professor. Right now, you're the longest serving vice chancellor in Kenya, and you are a highly decorated academician. Now, when I joined the university and I looked at those things, actually, I was inspired. I was like, well, this university is headed by someone who actually walks the talk. And I must tell you, despite student leadership, I have also kept up in my own academics. And you have led by example, and many students have followed by that example. Many students that actually graduate from Africa Nazarene University are extremely brilliant in the industry. Sometimes the Alumni Affairs Office posts their pictures right out there, and we have a look at them and we are like, wow. But that is the legacy that you have left. Personally, I know I told you this, but I'll say it again here. You have taught me several things. And in our conversations together, you tell me how one should be proud of their heritage, how one should not lose their identity. And that lesson, I have carried it dearly. My heritage and my identity are my dignity, and it should never be lost. Also, as a student leader, I know it is a narrative that student leaders are often at loggerheads with the university administration, but I must say in my tenure, it has not exactly been so. We have actually worked hand in hand as partners, and sometimes I have wished that things happen immediately, but I have learned to be patient. The first time I ever sat in a disciplinary committee with you, actually, I watched you listen to the students. You listened, and then you began commenting. And at that point, I was taken aback. I was like, oh my God, this woman is wise. She has a lot of depth in how she understands people and relations. And I remember I decided, okay, I will not say anything rashly. Keep calm. You must be collected. And you must actually think before you speak. So I actually had to step up, Before I said anything, I discovered I'm talking to somebody who's very, very insightful and wise. So I had to step up my game. My interactions with you throughout have actually molded me to become a more patient, more centered, and more understanding leader. I have watched you, and sometimes I admire how you carry out yourself. You are very dignified, and you take things slowly at your pace, and sometimes if you have to go against the program, you do it because you have that authority. And I like the way you're proud of who you are, and it has really spoken a lot to me as an individual. And many students likewise have really benefited and been inspired by you. We have a student forum, a WhatsApp student forum, and the things students speak there sometimes are funny. When students heard of your retirement, they said that we should all changa 10 shillings and do something for you. Eventually, we didn't changa that 10 shillings. We did something else, and those who are in the retirement chapel got to see what we brought for our vice-chancellor. But I sincerely hope that retirement will give you the time and the opportunity to continue inspiring people. And I want you to know, as I said earlier in chapel, that we will build on your legacy and support your successor, Dr. Bebe. And we'll carry on your vision for the university. So, I'd actually like to rest my case there and say, may you have a wonderful and graceful retirement, Professor Lea Marangu, and may God bless you dearly. Thank you.